How's it going, everyone? We have some developing news with the LA riots. We have the post-millennial here. Gavin Newsom calls Trump's National Guard deployment unlawful and demands troops to be pulled back. Tensions escalated Sunday between state and federal authorities after 2,000 members of the California National Guard were deployed to Los Angeles under a federal order issued by President Donald Trump, which Governor Gavin Newsom says bypassed the governor's office. Boo-hoo. Okay. According to the order, the Department of Defense was directed to coordinate with state governors in identifying and activating Guard units. However, California officials say no such coordination occurred. In a letter to Secretary Pete Hegseth, Newsom's office argued that the federal order did not follow required legal channels, stating it was not issued through the governor of the state as outlined in the statute. So big old Gavin Newsom's upset that that Trump is taking care of his state, from what I understand. Now, I'm not too sure as far as the legal implications go as far as deploying the National Guard, whether it's unlawful or not. As we've been seeing over the last about week and a half, a lot of these ICE raids have been attracting a lot of community outrage. You see a lot of these protesters come up throwing rocks, screaming, just causing a ruckus within the area, lighting stuff on fire, craziness, completely unacceptable. And for what? ICE removing illegal immigrants, drug busts, stuff of that nature. I honestly have a hard time with this one because it seems like such a basic thought process. Oh, these people are here illegally. Let's remove them. Now, I'm a pretty black and white kind of guy. Like, makes sense. Yep, let's get them out of here. They're not supposed to be here anyway. We have a video from Cory Booker calling the LA riots peaceful as violence escalates and Trump deploys the National Guard. Post Millennial goes on to say, Senator Cory Booker describes the riots in Los Angeles as peaceful protests during an appearance in NBC's Meet the Press Sunday, while also accusing President Donald Trump of fueling the chaos with his police opposing illegal immigration. In another incident, protesters threw rocks through the windshield of Border Patrol truck, injuring agents. Buildings across the city were spray painted with anti-ICE graffiti, including the phrases such as "kill ICE." I don't understand why people are so outraged. Now, granted, they have been gaslit and fed the media narrative of, oh, these people are just undocumented citizens. They're here as citizens. We just haven't gotten around to process the paperwork, issue them IDs, stuff like that. So it's fine to be here. No, they don't share any of the same culture. No, they don't know any of the history, but they're just undocumented. It's fine. You can hear in the phrasing that they're using, the switching of the language is just so slight that, to the untrained ear, they're thinking, oh, a citizen. Okay, what's a citizen? They're supposed to be here. They're just undocumented. So they're downplaying the severity that is people being here illegally, crossing the border, breaking the law. These people are criminals as soon as they broke a law, which was crossing the border. So let's play this clip of Cory Booker from NBC. Here we go.
The reality is we see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles. And again, any violence against police officers should not be accepted. Local authorities can handle that. But remember, a lot of these peaceful protests are being generated because the President of the United States is sowing chaos and confusion by arresting people who are showing up for their immigration hearings, who are trying to abide by the law. He's arresting them. And you see this in communities that are Republican, Trump supporters, being outraged that he's raiding kitchens and arresting people, high schools and arresting people who are not what he said he would do, which is focus law enforcement resources on violent criminals and people that are a danger to other Americans. Reality
Okay, so you hear at the end him saying, "Oh, he's not focusing on what he said, which would be the violent criminals." I don't know if this gentleman has been living under a rock. I very clearly recall throughout the duration of Trump's campaign, deporting illegal immigrants was what he ran on. Now, yes, he mentioned that obviously the ones that would take first priority are the actively violent ones. But him saying that, oh, he's I don't know why he's shell shocked the fact that non-criminal illegal aliens are being deported. That was clearly a part of the plan. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. I have a few clips pulled up here of just very clearly them not being peaceful. This one's not as severe as the rest, but they're throwing tires in front of this truck, trying to slow them down. Dude trips over it.
Police are not pepper spraying. They're throwing stuff out here in the streets. They're blocking.
Right, so they're throwing garbage cans in front. Not nearly as severe. Here's it says right here, videos of inside the vehicle the ICE agents were driving in, and you can very clearly hear items being thrown at the truck. And near the end of the video, you see glass shatter. So you can hear glass being broken within the video. Here's another video of them raiding the 101 freeway in Los Angeles. This is not a peaceful protest. A peaceful protest does not obstruct one's movement like this. Being stuck in this crowd in a vehicle can be very dangerous because it's honestly like a butterfly effect. If one person throws a rock and then throws another, someone else will join in. And whenever someone sees two people, they will join in, and it'll slowly grow in numbers the people who are being violent. So being in vehicles right here is very dangerous. Craziness. Here's another one, people lighting this Jeep on fire. They're pouring gasoline into this dude's engine bay. And they're not the brightest. They light it while he's being right up close to it. All their hair's gone for sure. It's just these people aren't doing themselves any sort of favors. If you want people to take you seriously, they need to feel you need to bring a viable argument to the table. Violence, everyone's going to discredit anything you have to say after they see this happening. It doesn't matter how good of an argument you have. It doesn't matter how in the right you are. If your movement has violence, I'm sorry, but your side is not going to be taken with any sort of legitimacy. It's just not going to happen. At least in my experience, I don't see it happening. Here's a dude launching rocks at vehicles passing by. Like, why? You're really proving me why we need to keep these illegal aliens inside the United States. Your rock throwing is really compelling to me, honestly. Actually, I might just change my mind now that you threw that rock. I think it was the form that really changed my mind, honestly. See, these people are just retarded. They have nothing else to do. They don't have any sort of jobs, probably no family obligations. They have no children, which require them to be responsible. I mean, these people are pathetic. There's no sugarcoating it. These are pathetic people. I don't think they honestly know why they're out there. A vast majority of them. I find it ironic. These people are waving Mexican flags in the street. Right? They're waving Mexican flags in the street, yet they're upset whenever when you want to send these people back. It's like, oh yeah, Mexico's so great. Then go back. We don't want you here. Okay? I do not want you here. If you're going to cross our borders illegally, I don't want you here. If you want to come in through the legal processes we have in place, fine, so be it. I could care less if you're here. Whenever you have this large of a population increase that are illegal, their values are misaligned, and many of these people don't assimilate. They stay in their little pockets, their little communities. These people aren't Americans. I don't care if that hurts your feelings. There's just no way around it. So yeah, I think the riots are disgusting. I think as soon as you engage in any sort of violence, your argument, no matter how good, like I said, is discredited. No one cares about it at that point. Whenever you're scaring your local community, you think they're going to take your side? Now, unfortunately, California just seems to be an echo chamber with very clearly a large amount of people who agree with what you say. I mean, look how many people are out here. Right? So I don't think they are scared of each other, right? I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of people. So, do I care that the National Guard has been deployed? Not really. We got some people saying that the Summer of Love riots back after George Floyd during COVID, that the National Guard should have been deployed then. I agree. Really, I do. I think Trump should have deployed, and I think that is a smear on Trump, right? I think that was bad that he did not deploy the National Guard to those riots, and honestly, those were way more violent than this is currently. Now, I do see the potential of this growing to that scale, to be quite honest with you, especially with how aggressive these people are against the police and the federal agents. But I think Trump was acting politically, which oh wow, a politician is acting in his own political interest. I'm not surprised. Do I think that he should have? Yes. Do I think he was running for re-election and didn't want to risk looking like a tyrant, as I'm sure he would have been framed? No, I'm sure he didn't want to run on that. So I'm glad that they're deployed. Do I care that ICE is raiding communities that have illegals in it? No. If you're not supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be here. I don't know why we're getting emotional about this. If you're waving the Mexican flag, you should have no issue going back, to be quite honest. These people waving their flags around like they have some sort of pride from where they came from. Clearly not true at all, because they're here and they don't want to go back. They deem it unfair that they have to go back. Kilmar Garcia, I think it was his name, the Maryland man, the guy from Maryland. No, he was not. He's back to face trial. Honestly, I don't really care about that. We know he's going to get convicted. He's going to get kicked back out. I think we should have just kept him in El Salvador, to be quite honest with you. But I think that was Trump's move of saying, hey, listen, this is what y'all wanted. So I brought him back. And then they're going to get equally as upset as they were originally whenever they find out, oh, he's still going to prison because they're retarded. I mean, it's just the way it is. But yeah, really, that's all I have. I mean, we're going to keep an eye on this stuff. I hope the violence does die down, obviously. I saw some videos of people lighting bushes on fire. Who knows? Maybe we get another nice little California wildfire. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't want that to happen. But I mean, it just seems like that's just where we're at. We're gonna go through here and maybe look at more LA riot posts. I mean, you just got a ton of people. Let's see what she has to say about this here.
People should also exercise that right peacefully. We do not want to play into the administration's hands. We're working with officials, we're organizing resources, but what we're seeing in Los Angeles is chaos that is provoked by the administration. When you raid Home Depot and workplaces, when you tear parents and children apart, and when you run.
You see the phrasing she's using? She's trying to emotionally charge people by downplaying what is going on. They aren't simply, yes, they are doing those things, but she's intentionally leaving out context that would probably sway some people's minds, using verbiage like illegal alien, these people broke the law crossing the border. I'm sure if she used that kind of language, what she's saying right here wouldn't be as big of a deal, but I'm assuming she's going to continue leaving that part out as she continues to talk.
When you raid Home Depot and workplaces, when you tear parents and children apart, and when you run armored caravans through our streets, you cause fear and you cause panic. And deploying federalized troops is a dangerous escalation, but we need to be real about this. This is about another agenda. It's not about public safety. There's clearly no plan, and there is clearly no policy. I want the people of Los Angeles to know that we stand with all.
I don't quite understand what she's saying here either. The plan is to get rid of illegal immigrants. I don't know who elected this mayor, Karen Bass, of Los Angeles. I'm not surprised that she is in power, but I don't know what she's talking about. The plan is to deport illegal immigrants. Oh yeah, the separating parents and children apart. I have an answer for you. If you would like your parents, or if you would like parents and children to not be separated, you shouldn't have came over here illegally. It blows my mind. What else do we got here? What else do we have? Molotov cocktails. It's like, I just don't understand. You're not swaying anyone's mind. Death to America. Peaceful protests. Very peaceful. Yes, you're convincing me that we shouldn't deport illegal aliens by breaking in to what seems to be a gas station. I'm sorry, but what? I just don't understand it. Okay, I was thinking this. Ironic, the Mexicans are at Home Depot and the police are staging a staging under a giant donut. That's humorous, okay? Sorry. I saw, oh yeah, here it is. LAPD tear gassed a baby. Obviously, I feel terrible for that child. The child has no clue why he's out there. And he's getting tear gassed. I agree. She may need to be charged with endangering a child. Why would you bring your child to a violent protest? I don't know. I can rant about this for quite some time. Moral of the story is, I don't care that the National Guard is out there. I think it needs to happen. These people are wild. Gavin Newsom, anyone who's been following California and Gavin Newsom, they know that he doesn't have it under control. He has no clue what he's doing. So, if y'all like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things. I'll be posting at least 3 times a week. That's my goal. I finally have my in-home set up so I can actually make videos inside the house instead of in the car. So that will be great. But yeah, I will catch y'all later. Peace.